Hello. Before I begin, I wish to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which you're all meeting today, the Whadjuk Noongar people, and I pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. I extend that respect to all First Nations peoples present today. I want to thank Pay Dirt Media and its Executive Chairman, Bill Reppard, for this opportunity. I'd like to acknowledge Bill's contribution to the industry over many years, in particular his work in establishing the Africa Down Under Conference. Obviously, I would prefer to be there in person today, but I still appreciate the chance to address this conference. We all know how much mining and resources has contributed to Australia's economic development. Over 270,000 people are employed in the resources sector Australia-wide. In Western Australia, the resources sector is now the second largest employer behind the public sector with 157,000 workers. With no disrespect to our wonderful and professional public sector, what a great thing it would be if we could say one day that we have more miners than public servants in Western Australia. Total resources export earnings are forecast to reach $450 billion in the next financial year. We stand at the crossroads of an immense opportunity for our resources sector. The world needs Australia's resources industry, especially our critical minerals projects, to decarbonise. Just as our domestic energy system will need lithium, vanadium, cobalt and graphite products for our own energy transition. The road to net zero runs through WA's resources sector. The abundance of critical minerals in Australia presents an unmissable opportunity. An unmissable opportunity to develop an even bigger resources industry, to expand our mining science technology capabilities and to move Australia into downstream processing and manufacturing. As the Prime Minister said recently, there is a national security imperative to mining more critical minerals and ensuring we process and manufacture products here. Global demand for critical minerals is rapidly increasing. This is being driven by factors such as global decarbonisation efforts and by growth in electronic communication and clean energy technologies. The International Energy Agency projects the demand for many of the minerals used in electric vehicles and battery storage could grow by at least 30 times by 2040. Lithium demand, for instance, could grow over 40 times against current demands by 2040. I mean, if Elon Musk has ever stuck for ideas for a tweet, it should be about the importance of WA's resources sector to Tesla and the EV industry. International demand for our rare earths is already strong and the potential to grow our critical minerals sector is immense. The government has announced significant new investments to help develop Australia's critical minerals sector. Last year we announced the Critical Minerals Development Program, and that's going to provide a total of $100 million in grants to support early and mid-stage critical minerals projects. The Australian Critical Minerals Research and Development Hub is bringing together our world-leading R&D capabilities and unlocking our full critical minerals potential. The hub draws on the critical minerals expertise within the CSIRO, Geoscience Australia and the Australia Nuclear Science and Technology Organisation. There's also the Value Adding and Resources Fund, part of the $15 billion National Reconstruction Fund. It will ensure a greater share of the raw materials we extract are processed here. For example, high purity alumina for semiconductors and lithium for batteries. This combination of government grants, investment in research capability and government loan funding is an important part of the government support for the development of the industry. Future support will be guided by our new Australian Critical Minerals Strategy. This strategy will ensure the plan we have in place best supports our priorities for the development of the sector. And the Critical Minerals Strategy is being developed with extensive consultation, so these will be priorities we share and that the community can get behind. We boast some of the most robust environmental and labour practices in the world, meaning we produce perhaps the most sustainable resources products found anywhere in the world. This provides a point of difference and a competitive edge for our resource producers. It is vital that Australia continues to uphold its reputation as a stable supplier of critical minerals. This means we must look to new sources of supply and establish robust, diverse supply chains. I anticipate delivering the new Critical Minerals Strategy in the first half of 2023. We are working closely with key strategic partners such as the US, Japan, the Republic of Korea, India, the UK, the European Commission and the EU member states to secure strategic commercial partnerships on critical minerals. Australia's natural resources have long powered and enriched our nation, with critical minerals now providing an opportunity to write a new chapter in our resources story. We are doing everything we can to support the sector. I'm determined to ensure that this government is receptive and responsive to the needs of industry and that the government works with the resources industry to work toward joint priorities. There is a long road to travel to ensure Australia's critical minerals and rare earths industry is developed to its full potential with regard to extraction, processing and further downstream operations. This will require extensive government engagement to make it a reality, and I'm committed to this goal and know everyone here today is as well. The initiatives we deliver today will ensure we can create and support local jobs, diversify global supply chains and meet tomorrow's demand for batteries, electric vehicles and clean energy technologies. Together we can unlock our nation's potential and build a thriving, inclusive, sustainable future with the Western Australian resources sector again leading the way for the nation. Thank you very much for having me this morning. I'm sorry I wasn't there to attend in person, and please do enjoy the rest of the conference.